What did Vanessa Carlton say while playing Riichi Mahjong? If I could run my half-flush hand, do you think God would understand? 'Cause I've been so greedy, ignoring the sight of a dealer Riichi tonight. Folks, we're back. We're playing Riichi Mahjong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. My name's Yusong. I had a mental breakdown last episode. But in my defense, the circumstances warranted it. You know what I mean? It's like, why was Sisyphus so quiet at brunch the other day? It's because the damn boulder won't stop rolling down the mountain. I legitimately cannot remember the last time I played Riichi Mahjong and I was like, oh yeah, everything's coming up Millhouse, baby. Like, no, absolutely not. Every game has been a damn struggle, and oh no, 2 Saint level players in here. Oh no. How am I doing otherwise? I'm doing okay. Honestly, despite what it just sounded like a few seconds ago, I'm honestly okay. Maybe I don't know. I'm not really happy with this hand. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's okay. We have a pair of the prevalent wins, the east wins, and that's feeling okay. You know, it'd be the nut draw. 5 of circles would be nice. Another 1 of bamboo would also be nice. This is not a good situation because I'm like I've lost all confidence, man. I've lost all confidence. I pawned the east wind. I'm thinking, because we need 5 shapes to win. What are my 5 shapes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ew. That means we have to get rid of the 1 and we have to make use of the 8, 9 that we have. What are we genuinely hoping for? We are genuinely hoping for another 1 of bamboo. I can't pawn this, dude. I maybe pawning this is right, but as of right now, I'll do it. I'll throw the door up. Don't make me do it. I'll do it. I'll throw the door right now because now we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, right? If we draw into a 7 of characters, if we draw into a 7 of bamboo, we can throw the 6 of circles and get into Tenpai that way. I didn't want to pawn that. Because imagine us right now, we wouldn't have a pair. And imagine, hey, why was the farmer so sad? Because he didn't have a pair. Okay, I don't want to end up in that situation. That old adage about farmers being sad because they have no pairs. Leona Lewis at the countryside be like, tell me how I'm supposed to eat with no pairs. I don't even know if that's Leona Lewis. I know Leona Lewis is the artist behind Bleeding Love. I mean, I'm not sure. How am I doing otherwise? Oh, thank you. Another copy of the door, by the way. How am I doing otherwise? I'm doing good. New development in my IRL life. I got a puzzle, and it's 1,000 pieces. Why? Because I'm not a baby. Oh, Max Suffering? Mad Max Suffering Road? We've drawn 3 copies of the damn Dora. I think it was right to discard it, but maybe we were supposed to hang on to the... I don't know, dude. Maybe we were supposed to hang on to the Dora because it's like East 1, and... you know, we have the opportunity, we have the time to try to go for a huge hand right now. Okay, technically this is better, but like it's also kind of worse. If I keep this and throw away the 8, 9 shape, we're then 2 tiles away from Tenpai instead of being 1 tile away from Tenpai. Dude, this hand is garbage. I'm so tilted. I'm so tilted. Take some deep breaths, Yusong. Take some deep breaths. I think... oh, okay, there's the Riichi from a crossword. So we can still get into Tenpai if we... oh... I don't know if I can discard this 8, dude. All my apes gone. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I can't discard that 8. So I was thinking that the 6 was okay to discard, right? Because of that 3 that they discarded, we know that they're not waiting on a 4 or 5. Because of the 9 they discarded, we know that they're not on a... I can do this and stay in Tenpai. I can stay in Tenpai for a single tile wait. If I still have to fold, it's not necessarily impossible. It's not necessarily impossible for me. I can fold with the 6 of bamboo. I can fold with the 4 of circles if I really have to. Hey, okay, no, this is okay. I thought I could have had a double-sided wait had I discarded the 9, but we would be in Zuzzy Ferriton jail if that was the case. All right, Left Lord calls Riichi with a 6. This might be a devastating Suji trap, but I'm gonna go for it. I know that they don't have a 4 or 5 of characters in their hand. I'm gonna absolutely go for it. Left Lord is gonna take it with a monstrous hand. Their username is Pizza Love, by the way, which is just incredible. Because you just have to imagine getting bodied by someone with the name Pizza Love. You know what I mean? Mamma mia. I got a puzzle. Dude, we went to our local game store where we play Magic the Gathering sometimes. And, what is this, dude? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Oh my God. I think what we have to do is that we have to go for some kind of flush here. Whether it's in the character suit or the circle suit. Okay, and thusly, our fate was sealed. I think we're going for a half flush in the character suit. Because I don't know how to use this pair of the Dora otherwise, right? And apparently, we bought a puzzle that was like from a series of a collection of puzzles about the national parks. And let me tell you something. My significant other was telling me about this. The national parks are kind of bringing the heat when it comes to like merch and like design. Because this was genuinely a gorgeous like illustration / painting of Rainier. I think Rainier was the national park that this map is, or excuse me, that this puzzle is trying to portray. It's beautiful. It's like an idyllic mountain countryside picture, but it has 2 cute little bears on it. It's got 2 little bears. It's so cute. And then my significant other was telling me about how, like, yeah, like apparently the state and the national parks, they release like merch that's actually kind of like dripped out. And this, I was so excited to hear this because I have no desire to touch grass, dude. I'm playing Riichi Mahjong. I have no desire to touch grass, but you know what I do appreciate? And this is a little embarrassing, good design. I appreciate good design. Because it's like, there's that one YouTube essay, a video essay on YouTube that's like, you know, back in the day, like NASA and a lot of government programs, are you punking me right now? A reference that no one, not even I, will understand because I wasn't even old enough to watch the TV show Punked. Ah! Unbelievable, by the way. Unbelievable. It's okay. It's okay, Yusong. It's okay, Yusong. It's okay. It's okay. Don't get tilted. Don't get tilted. That was a great hand. I mean, it was an okay hand, but it wasn't terrible. This is also an okay hand. I will merrily accept this hand. Okay. So we got a national parks. We got a national parks puzzle. Because it's important to have good design. There's that one YouTube video essay that's like, remember when the government had good graphic design? And I don't know what happened, but look, I'm not saying that propaganda is poggers or whatever, right? But do you, like, art, I feel like, gets a bad rap in capitalism. He's about to go off, folks. He's about to go off. Buckle up, bozos. We're about to talk about art and capitalism. I feel like the reason that art programs are cut in schools and, you know, no one cares about art in a capitalistic society is because people are like, well, this won't sell as easily as a toaster. How are we supposed to make money for this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, if I can't make money from this, it might as well be thrown in the garbage. It might as well be actually thrown in the garbage. Not true. If you have poggers graphic design on like government agencies, like that you can't think about it as if it was just hang on, I don't know if that was the correct thing to discard. Maybe I should have discarded the 8 first, because now we can still accept the 5, but it's a little bit awkward. Actually, I think that might have been fine. I think this might have been fine. Our hand's looking a little bit awkward, a little bit adorkable right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs in our hand, no album out. We could still go for 7 pairs, but it's pretty unlikely. I want to call Riichi and do pinfu things with this hand. Okay. This is not that bad. This is not that bad. What would I love to see here? I would love to see a 2 of circles. If I get a 2 of circles, I wouldn't even call Riichi here. Oh. This is Pinfu, Dora, red 5, red 5. Pinfu, Dora, red 5, red 5. I don't think I have to call Riichi here. I don't think I have to call Riichi here, but I don't think I necessarily fold either, right? This is an incredibly powerful hand. I have to, I think I have to go for this. Dude, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. Right? Like, you go for that hand, right? It would also be understandable to just effing slam the Riichi button when something like that happens, right? I'm starting to hate pizzas. I'm starting to hate pizzas. That's how messed up this game has got me. This is unbelievable. I'm saying good art pays for itself. Because you could argue that all art, especially when used for like a government agency, is considered propaganda, but you can also just consider it good advertising, right? That's a subtle way to, you know, have people feel pogged about whatever the government is doing. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but you know, it's just interesting to think about from time to time. Oh my god. Dude, I think it was like, maybe I should have just chased, because like, Maybe somehow the universe was like, oh, you're too scared to chase? Why don't you just deal in then? Oh, okay. All right. Awesome. That's so cool, dude. I love that. That's so awesome. That's so poggers. Love how awesome and poggers this is. Oh, his spirit is broken. His spirit is genuinely broken. Genuinely broken. You know what's good about the puzzle though? I'm a sick freak. Like this is genuinely true, by the way. I mean, this is a decent hand. Hopefully we draw into 3 of characters. 3 of characters is the nut draw, or another red dragon is the nut draw, because then we could Riichi red dragon and have the chance at pure double sequence. This is an awful hand. This is an awful hand. Here I go Riichi again. So this is fine, right? We have 2 tiles that we can win from. They're not terrible tiles either. We're the first to call Riichi. Things are looking a-okay for us, right? The bad news about this is that this is not Riichi Pinfu. Keep in mind, Riichi Pinfu only happens when our pair is a non-Yakuhai pair. So it can't be any of the dragons, it can't be our seat wind, and it can't be the prevalent wind. Why are there so many restrictions on Riichi Pinfu? I don't know. It would be easier to smuggle gold across borders in Europe. Politics. Politics joke. People are gonna, you know what? There's gonna be someone in the comments being like, hey, Yusong, that gold smuggling joke saved me. I was having the worst day of my life until I heard that gold smuggling joke. And then I was like, oh my God, maybe it isn't all terrible. Dude, I'm a sick freak. You know how like sometimes in puzzles, you got like all of the sky pieces left and you're like, oh man, this sucks. Because there's no identifying features of the sky, right? Like, especially if there's no clouds or anything, then you're really screwed. You know, you just got blue, a big blue, like you're playing F-Zero, right? But in just creating the border of the puzzle, the edge pieces of the puzzle, I was doing all of the sky pieces. I was doing this with my significant other, and she was doing some of the border pieces with like oh! This is honestly the greatest thing that could have happened to me. I mean, maybe this is the gods up above being like, hey, Yusong, we've really dunked on you lately. Maybe have 2 Oradora on the house. And they expect me to be like, oh, gee willikers, thank you so much. I will accept this, even though you've been nothing but mean to me lately. And there's some sky pieces in there. And I was saying to my significant other, I'm working at the damn sky factory right now. I should have kept that in my hand. The 799 shape, dude, we have 2 pairs in our hand. We could draw into a 789 and this other one could be our pair. That's just a genuine misplay. That is a genuine misplay. All right, 3 pairs in our hand is not necessarily what we want to see, but hopefully one of these will become a triplet before not too long. I don't know. I think I really misplayed this. That 789 would have been really, really nice. Left Lord calls the Riichi. I'm in no position to try to fight this, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like Suji Gaming, right? Throw some hands. I'm gonna throw the 9 of circles. We know that they're not waiting with a 7 and an 8 of circles, right? It'd be impossible. They'd be in Zuzzy Furriton jail with that 6 of circles that they recently discarded. Look at that. We would have had a 789. Genuine misplay by yours truly. Genuine misplay by yours truly. That's okay. Still have opportunities to grow and to learn. This is unbelievable luck. This is unbelievable luck. Excuse you? Is this game over? Oh my god! A Crosslord is a breath away from dying. Pizza Love is running the gosh damn game right now. Pizza Love is like slinging pepperonis and mushrooms at us. And we're just trying to duck. This is unbelievable. Gamers, this is a truly terrifying moment. We're getting attacked by Pizza Love. I'm not trying to make fun of their username, by the way. It's genuinely, I genuinely like their username. I liked working at the Sky Factory while doing the puzzle. I think that the sky pieces in the end, other people would be like, oh, this is genuinely like arduous and laborious, right? Like this genuinely hurts. I don't want to try all the sky pieces one by one. For me, I'm like, it's not that bad. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what our 5th shape is. Is it this? I think I'm supposed to discard this before it gets too late. Maybe it's not true. Like this could help us get back into first place, but I think first place, them being a Yakuman of points away from us, we don't mess with that, okay? We let them do. I don't know what I did, dude. I genuinely don't know what I did. I think I did something really, really wrong. I think I did something really, really naughty. You know what I mean? Like, how is that even possible? It's extremely bad luck, and guess what? Discarding the white dragon is an okay thing to do. You want to know why it's arguably the right play? Because right now, if we want to get in second, all we need is Riichi Pinfu. All we need is Riichi Pinfu. If a Crosslord deals in, and they kind of have to, because they're in last place. They kind of gotta go for it, right? I mean, maybe not with this hand, but if we get into an exhaustive draw or two, eventually they're gonna have to go for it, right? So all we need is 2 Han, and we can end this game in second place. We don't need this. We don't need this Mongon's worth of points. Crosslord with the Riichi, I don't think that we can mess with this. I don't think that we can actually step to this, which is really unfortunate. What we can do is maybe go for an all simples hand, right? The 9 of circles and the 1 of bamboo look relatively safe in this situation. Don't really think I want to chi a random 7 of characters. Maybe I should have thrown the other 9 of circles, but I don't really feel good about, like, say we kept that 1, we draw a 2. I don't feel good about throwing this 3. Nothing really screams safety about this 3 of bamboo that we were thinking about discarding. Would I get rid of the Westwind, the Vivian Westwind? Now, absolutely. Moments ago, I honestly would not be so sure, but now, absolutely. What about this 1 of characters? It is a terminal tile, so it's not bad. How many 3s are out there? Not enough 3s. They could still easily have a 2-3 in their hand. There's a few, don't get me wrong. There's 2 2s and 2 3s, I think, visible on the board right now. Just took out Tomato Town. But I think what we do is we don't let a Crosslord like come back into this game. We force them to have the most lucky protagonist level run of all time in order to get back into this. There's another 2 of characters. There's a 4 of characters. Okay, I mean, if they're not waiting on a 1-4, they are. Or they just have a closed wait on the 4. Interesting. Riichi only hand, but they kind of got to go for stuff, right? You might think that that's a bad idea. That's a bad grandpa, for example. But if they get 2 Orodora or something along those lines, like they're right back in here, you know? So it's not a terrible play just to go like guns a-blazing and just to see, like, throw a bunch of stuff at the wall just to see what sticks, right? I didn't mind working at the Sky Factory. Putting the sky pieces like next to each other and just being like, okay, I just gotta brute force this. I gotta try 1 by 1 by 1. I think I discard the 5 here. 1, 2, 3 pairs in our hand, but we have 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our shapes aren't bad. I'm happy to keep this green dragon and this red dragon. If we draw another one, Pog. If we use them as safe tiles later, super Pog, right? I know they won't be super duper safe, but you know, other people might discard them too, and honor tiles are generally safer than non-honor tiles. In some contexts, it depends on the board state, but usually they are. I don't mind working at the Sky Factory. I think that puzzles genuinely, and I'm not joking, are like the original League of Legends. You know how sometimes, like all video games are, is like you press a series of buttons, con, pawn, ron, and dopamine comes out, right? You're just pressing buttons, dopamine might come out if you're lucky, sadness might come out if you're unlucky. Dude, a puzzle is exactly that. All you're doing is like putting pieces together, and occasionally they drip feed you a little bit of a little bit of dopamine, and honestly, it's all I need, baby. It's genuinely all I need. So this hand is awful. This hand is awful. It's not going anywhere fast, right? So maybe this is the wrong schmoove. Maybe this is the wrong schmoove, but I don't know. I either want to get rich or die trying. You know, I don't necessarily want to get rid of the red 5 right now. It feels a little too dangerous. What if a crossword runs us off of it, and then we're stuck in the shadow room? We don't have any step siblings around to help us if we're stuck, right? Yeah. So I've been really enjoying the puzzle. Another upside of puzzles, and this I mean genuinely. I mean this genuinely. Is that a puzzle? I don't know if any other people feel this way. If you do feel this way, you might be legally required to leave a YouTube comment. But I think that when I do puzzles, I have a chance to like emotionally process some stuff. And I don't know why. I think it's because like you're doing something with your hands, right? And you're not, you're doing something with your hands, and like there's not a lot going on. Like I don't do a puzzle. I do a puzzle like kind of a la carte, au naturel, baby. I'm not doing a puzzle while I got, you know, a second monitor with competitive League of Legends on it, right? I mean, I could, and I have in the past, but I try to maybe just play some music at most while I'm doing a puzzle. Here's you might think I'm the Joker after saying this. Dude, I think I might even prefer doing puzzles silently. Like, obviously, the idea of that doesn't excite me or make me want to do it, but I know at the end of the day, it might be what's best for me. I don't know. I think the fact that you're trying to do something with your hands, and that your brain is like consciously focused on like, okay, I'm working at the Sky Factory, I'm doing piece by piece, but then in the background, your brain is like, hang on. What do we need to think about recently? And your subconscious has the opportunity to like chill, you know? Just has the opportunity to effing relax for a little bit and figure some stuff out. I don't know. I think it's like any game, but I think if you do too many things at once, by the way, we're huge folding. This hand did not come together like a Beatles song. We're huge folding. I think that it can, like, you can probably do this with a lot of things, but I want to say that if you're playing like League of Legends, as I am known to do from time to time, and you got like something on your second monitor, yada yada yada. We're never dealing this 5, by the way. They're repping a 3-4-5 mixed triple sequence. We're never dealing this. We're never giving them 3-4-5 with the red 5. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We can fold with the 1 of bamboo. There's a 5 of circles. Doesn't really matter. I think the 1 of bamboo is probably our safest tile. We got to pay attention a little bit. I've been known to epically screw up at times like this. I've been known to epically just like eat dirt at times like this, where I'm not really careful towards the end of the game, and it gets me into huge trouble. That one tweet from Magnus Carlsen that was like, if I talk, I get in big trouble. Left Lord apparently just has the nuts. Left Lord, are you kidding me? The hand's so nice they did it twice. This is a Mongum, but I don't. Oh, it is over. Because the Crosslord was unfortunately sitting in the dealer's seat. We're gonna play a 3-player game after this. I mean, the ELO, don't even talk to me, dude. I mean, you can talk to me. I really like it, but the ELO's not looking great. Avoid dealing into others in 8 games. Yeah, that one game that we did deal in, bro, it was like, the boulder, it's rolling down. It's rolling down the mountain. I can't do it. The boulder keeps rolling down. You call a Riichi on a closed weight. It's not great. It's not terrible either. I don't hate this. It's the first Riichi, right, Lord? Gets really lucky, right? They don't deal in with the 6. They don't deal in with the 2. They don't deal in with the 8 even. Like, they get really lucky. They just go for it, and then they end up with an awesome hand. Riichi, double-sided weight, 2 red 5s. And then you just got Omega unlucky, right? This was also Omega unlucky. So you called Riichi waiting on a double pair weight. All simples double pair weight. This is, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. all I have to do is discard a 2 to stay in Tempai for an epic mealtime hand. Pinfu, red 5 Dora with a chance at pure double sequence for a Mangon. I don't think you have to call Riichi here. I think that not calling Riichi is maybe correct, but I don't want to roll over and die with this hand either. We have good weights. We have good weights, right? There's 3 5s left and there's 3 2s left. This is not bad. This does not seem that bad. I think we just got Omega unlucky. This is god awful. This is genuinely god awful. You're going for 7 pairs too, and this is an honor tile. I don't even know. Like this is just, you just got absolutely rocked. You just got absolutely rocked. Riichi, the zuzziest weight of all time. The fact that they could call Riichi 7 pairs and have the zuzziest weight of all time genuinely hurts. Genuinely hurts. What happened here? This player calls Riichi. They're on a closed weight for the 4 of characters. You are somehow pushing because, yeah, of course, the tile flow is within you. You're waiting on a 5 of circles or a 2 of bamboo. If I were you, though, I'm in first place by a huge margin. Left Lord has to swing for the fences. Maybe you just sense that they are not, they don't have a huge hand. Maybe you're looking at the table, you see enough Dora that you're like, it's probably worth it. We can end the game here if we're lucky, if they deal in, if we... You know, whatever. If we sumo, it might even be like sumo Tanya red 5. That might even be enough to kill Left Lord. So it might, like, that risk reward might be enough for you to stay in first. And even if you deal in, like, you're fine. You're Bing chilling, right? Anyway, I think like you can process your feelings if you're playing, if you're doing like a myriad of other different things. But if you're like me and you play League of Legends and you're listening to a podcast or you're watching a YouTube video on your second monitor, maybe I am that video for you right now, but I don't think your subconscious really has enough time to process. I think that is like really, really numbing, right? And do I think that that's a bad thing? No, I think that sometimes people just need that. Sometimes people just absolutely need that, right? And that's not a bad thing. That is absolutely not a bad thing. So we're in 3-player. We're in 3-player because we can't win in 4-player. I know I got 2 north winds that I could set down to the side with using Kita to get 2 extra Han here. I don't necessarily want to. I want to get rid of all my other tiles first. And if someone else calls Riichi, I think it's right to save these tiles for a rainy day to be able to discard them as safe tiles. Because you can also just treat these as normal tiles too. But if you click Kita, if you click it, then you put it down to the side, you get a redraw, and it's 1 extra Han for you if you're so lucky enough to win. I watched this great video essay, by the way, about like why League of Legends is like addicting. And there were some really, really good arguments because I was like examining my own relationship with the game, and I'm like, something about this is not making me happy. And I just wanted to like look at other people's experiences, right? So I watched this video essay that I cannot recommend enough. If you have ever played League of Legends, or you're just remotely interested in like video game psychology, there's this video essay that's like how abuse keeps you trapped in League of Legends. And one of the arguments that they made was phenomenal. So the league system punishes you for leaving a game. If you leave a game, you lose a lot of ranking, and you can't even queue up for another game. Like they make you wait 5 to 10 minutes, and there's like a lot of punishments for ever leaving a game. However, if someone calls you like the most horrible thing that you can imagine, if someone says a terrible, terrible thing to you, like why does the game punish you for leaving? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be, the system does not have to be set up that way. In fact, the idea that the system is set up that way shows a lack of understanding of like what it means to be, I don't know. It just shows that something is wrong. You know what I mean? Like that system is extremely, extremely wrong. And the fact that a teenager can decide to just hold me hostage if they had a bad day in high school is not something that I particularly enjoy. I don't know about you. You might be super into that. Me personally, I'm not as into that as some other people might be. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, by the way. This is an incredible half flush hand. Maybe this is even half flush pure straight, right? 1 through 9 in the bamboo suit. Left Lord is gonna take it with a red dragon. Remain in the dealer's seat. Right Lord tried to call her Riichi, but a little too late. It's I think the the user that uploaded this video, I think their channel name was That Jess. I think that is correct. And they were talking about their experience in like being in a marginalized community and how like video games are an escape for that. But if you punish people for trying to leave like an environment of like verbal abuse, or just trying to leave a situation that isn't that fun, then something is wrong. Something is wrong with the way that like people can hold you hostage and people can leverage power. And there was an argument to be made, like, you know, I can't guarantee, like, if someone queues into a game of League of Legends, they can't guarantee that they have a good time, right? There's too many factors. Someone else on their team could be a teenager that's not having a good day. And I say teenager because, like, yeah, you probably aren't like taught how to regulate your emotions and how to, you know, be like a functioning member of society. Plus, I think video games does stuff to their brain. I'm going off right now, but the point is, you can guarantee that you can force your teammates to have a really bad time, and just I don't know. This stuff like really interests me. This stuff really interests me, especially as someone who like doesn't want to be miserable, but can like often engages in miserable behavior out of like, I don't think I have a lot of good self-control. See me hitting that Riichi button on the daily. I don't think I have great self-control or impulse control. I don't think a lot of people do, but it's something that I'm like morbidly curious by. I would love to hear your thoughts too, if you want to share either in the YouTube comments down below. I just gave Left Lord 3 Dora, by the way. I just gave Left Lord 3 Dora, but I also gave my chance the opportunity to get 2 Aura Dora. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of pog with it. I also I think I would have called that con if I was playing this in a real game of 4-player 2. Riichi into closed con, an early Riichi into closed con where your weights aren't even that bad is kind of nice with it, you know? Left Lord could have a full flush all triplets 3 Dora, which is terrifying. Oh, Right Lord is gonna call the con. Okay, now the green dragon is the new Dora. That's terrifying. We don't see any green dragons on the table right now. Anyway, I went off about video games. But I'm trying to, it's hard, you know? Like if you, what? Left Lord is going for it. There's now 4 cons on the table. Wow, I have 4 chances at Oradora. Please tell me we hit at least 1, dude. 4 chances at Oradora. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I think this is 2 Oradora, and then the 7 or the 5 points to the 6. Yeah, the green dragon and the 5 pointing to the 6 are both really nice. I mean, I think that's why playing Mahjong is really fun sometimes. Sometimes in 3-player, you're just like memeing it up, and you know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate that we're all a bunch of meme lords together. That's not bad at all. It's hard to figure out what to do with your time. Like, even though that I've dissected and I can like reconcile all of this stuff, right, about League of Legends, about human behavior, about why it might not necessarily be a fun or emotionally rewarding way to spend my time. Even though I can say all that, even though I can genuinely say all that, if I have like 40 minutes to myself, I don't know what to do with that time. I genuinely don't know what to do with that time. Isn't that wild? And a part of me as a result will be like, why don't you play League of Legends? Because it's really hard to be like all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'll just learn a new language. I'll learn a new skill. The activation energy for that is really high. The activation energy for that is like astronomical, right? But queuing up for a game of anything, like a Overwatch, League of Legends, whatever, Riichi Mahjong, it happens in the blink of an eye. It's really easy to do that and to reach for it. And the fact that you can access it as fast as possible, I think is really dangerous. Because I think the human brain is not wired to be like, if something is so easy to access, I think that, at least I'll speak for myself, I have a really hard time of saying no to that, you know? So anyway, I'm trying to not do that so much. I like League of Legends when you can play with 4 other teammates that you know in real life, and you can talk with people and joke with people in Discord. Like that is really fun. I think that it is a fun game, but I think it is also like dangerously addicting. And another video essay that I watched, which was really interesting, was like, hey, the next time that you play League, like take a listen to all like the sound effects and like the sparkles and like how these sound effects might be used to engineer like the perfect satisfying sound to like give you a rush of dopamine. Even listen to the sound of like, and this is my thing, whenever you kill a minion for a last hit, that sound of the gold ding or whatever is, I think, subtly but nefariously addicting. I think it is like a Pavlovian conditioning, you know? It doesn't help that these sound effects have genuinely been engineered in a lab to make you really, really invested in the game. So that's my based take on the state of the video, just the state of League of Legends, I think. It's a game that I have a lot of history with, you know? And as a result, I'm reluctant to let it go. It was extremely, extremely fun to play it in high school. I had friends that introduced me to the game. Like, you know how a drug dealer introduces you to drugs? I had friends introduce me to the game, and even then I was playing on a old Mac laptop that would like, I would have to like, and you shouldn't do this, by the way. I learned after the fact. I would put ice packs on the bottom of it, and you shouldn't do this because it'll literally cause condensation to creep into your, it'll cause condensation to creep into your computer, and it could kill it. So don't do this, please. Don't put ice on the bottom of your computer. I was a kid. I did not know any better. I don't know when I learned differently, but thank God I did. Okay, the 1 is probably going to be our pair. I mean, the nut draw is the 7 of circles right now. Because if we're waiting to finish our hand with this 1-1-1-2 shape, we can either win with a 3 or a 2, right? It's not just a 1-2. We can also just draw into the 2 of circles as our pair as well to Ron someone and send them into Oblivion mode, Shadow Realm gaming, right? And we've set an inadvertent Suji trap, which I don't think really matters here in here in Bronze. That's not a dig necessarily, but it might be a dig. But I don't know. Sometimes you just play Mahjong to have fun, you know? Imagine that. Yeah, but it was really fun doing that. And the reason that I was putting ice on the bottom of my laptop was because like it would, because Macs back then, and I think even to some extent now, you're not supposed to play video games on a Mac. You know what I mean? They're just not designed for it. It would overheat and get way too hot. But it was still really fun, like talking with friends on Discord and playing League back then. I cannot deny that it was genuinely really fun. What am I doing right now? I'm waiting for Tenpai, dude. All right, I got a pair of the Dora. I got weird triplets in my hand. I don't really think that I want to keep this 5. Yeah, I don't think this 5 actually helps us get into Tenpai at all. Even if we draw 6 of bamboo. Oh, if we draw 6 of bamboo, it's not bad. Or I guess even a 3 of bamboo, it's not bad. Sure, I'll call this Riichi. We're having fun. It's a for fun game mode. It's like this is like the ARAM of League of Legends. I've talked so much about League today. I apologize if this genuinely meant nothing to you, but I think like whether you like it or not, it has touched a lot of people's lives. You know, that's the thing about being a huge video game conglomerate. Thank God I kept the 5 here. This is such a weird shape that I don't see that often, but I almost just missed a huge opportunity to. I almost missed a huge opportunity to get into Tenpai. I would have missed this Riichi 2 Dora called Kita. No Orador, but that's okay. I'll take a farm to table manga, end that game in first. But it touches a lot of lives, you know. So you know, thanks for talking about this with me. I think I wanted to get it off my chest, engage with it in a Socratic environment. That's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the song, you enjoyed the genre, or you enjoyed the philosophical musings about League of Legends from an English major that doesn't really know that much, maybe leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. Hey, I also want to say this. Genuinely with the comments though, I love reading comments. Thank you so much for the funny and kind comments. Also, just all the comments on like, hey, Yusong, this helped me. Like even on the tutorial, which I don't know if anyone here is watching from the tutorial, but like, hey, this helped me a lot to learn the game. Dude, that gets me hyped. That gets me hyped so much. Anyway, new videos Monday through Friday right now. Thanks for your support. I also stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link down below in the description. I hope to see you there. along with our community Discord and our VODs channel if you can't ever make a stream live for whatever reason. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Please identify addicting features in video games, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.